December 26, 1996, 5:52 a.m., Boulder, Colorado. Patsy Ramsey dials 911. Her voice is frantic, hysterical. "We have a kidnapping. There's a note. Please hurry." Her 6-year-old daughter, JonBenét, is missing from her bedroom. A ransom note, nearly 3 pages long, was found on the back staircase, demanding $118,000. Police arrive within minutes. Officers search the house. Family friends gather. The FBI is called. A kidnapping specialist is consulted. For hours, everyone assumes JonBenét has been taken. The ransom note is analyzed. The family waits for a call from the kidnappers that never comes. 1:05 p.m., nearly 7 hours after the 911 call, John Ramsey, JonBenét's father, and family friend Fleet White search the basement again. In a small storage room, hidden behind a door, John finds his daughter. JonBenét is dead. She's been there the entire time, in the house, while police searched, while the family waited. She never left. A ransom note, but no kidnapping. A child murdered in her own home. No forced entry, no signs of a break-in. A killer who knew the house, who had time to write a 3-page note, who vanished without a trace. 28 years later, JonBenét Ramsey's murder remains unsolved. No one has been charged, no definitive evidence, just theories, suspicions, and a case that divided America. Who killed JonBenét Ramsey? JonBenét Patricia Ramsey. Born August 6, 1990, 6 years old at the time of her death. The Ramseys were successful, upper-middle class. John Ramsey was a businessman, CEO of Access Graphics, a computer services company. Patsy Ramsey was a former beauty queen, Miss West Virginia in 1977. They had 2 children together, Burke, age 9, and JonBenét, age 6. John also had 3 older children from a previous marriage. They lived in a large Tudor-style house in Boulder, Colorado. Wealthy neighborhood, safe community, a place where nothing like this was supposed to happen. JonBenét participated in child beauty pageants. Patsy, having been a beauty queen herself, encouraged this. JonBenét won several titles: Little Miss Colorado, Colorado State All-Star Kids Cover Girl, America's Royal Miss. This became a focal point in media coverage. Images of a 6-year-old in makeup, elaborate costumes, performing. Some found it innocent, others uncomfortable. The pageant world became synonymous with the case, fairly or unfairly. December 25, 1996, Christmas Day. The Ramseys attended a party at a friend's house that evening. They returned home around 9:30 p.m. Patsy and John said they put the children to bed. JonBenét was asleep when they carried her upstairs. By all accounts, it was a normal Christmas. Nothing unusual, nothing that suggested what would happen in the hours that followed. Sometime between approximately 10 p.m. December 25th and 5:52 a.m. December 26th, JonBenét was killed in her own home. The Boulder Police Department's handling of the crime scene has been heavily criticized.
Initially treated as a kidnapping, the house wasn't secured as a crime scene for hours. Friends and family walked through rooms. Evidence may have been contaminated. Officers weren't wearing gloves. The body was moved by John Ramsey before proper documentation. Medical examiners report. Cause of death: asphyxiation by strangulation. Skull fracture, a severe blow to the head. Time of death estimated between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. No evidence of conventional sexual assault, but injuries suggested possible sexual trauma. Partially digested pineapple found in her stomach. The ransom note is one of the strangest pieces of evidence. Nearly 3 pages long, 156 words on one page, then 2 more pages. Written on a notepad from inside the Ramsey house. Demanded exactly $118,000, close to John Ramsey's recent bonus. Addressed to Mr. Ramsey, signed by a foreign faction called SBTC, contained movie references and odd phrasing. Handwriting experts compared it to Patsy's handwriting. Results were inconclusive. Some said similarities, some said definitive exclusion. No consensus. But ransom notes in real kidnappings are usually brief. Kidnappers want to make demands and leave. Who sits in a victim's house for potentially hours writing a 3-page essay? A bowl of pineapple with a spoon was found on the kitchen table. JonBenét had eaten pineapple shortly before death, but Patsy and John said they didn't give her pineapple that night. She went to bed asleep.
Did she wake up, come downstairs, eat pineapple with someone? Who? A basement window was found partially open with a suitcase beneath it. Some suggested this was the intruder's entry/exit point. But the window well outside was undisturbed. No footprints in the snow, no disturbed spiderweb in the window frame. If someone entered there, they left no trace. DNA was found on JonBenét's underwear and long johns. Male DNA. Unknown profile. Didn't match any family member. This is crucial. It either points to an intruder or is contamination from manufacturing. Both theories exist. For nearly 30 years, theories have dominated this case. The evidence points in multiple directions. No theory is without problems. Theory 1. An intruder entered the house, killed JonBenét, and escaped. Unknown male DNA on her clothing, basement window open, unidentified footprint near body, stun gun marks, disputed, on her body, ransom note could be misdirection, no family member has been proven guilty, no forced entry evidence, no footprints in snow outside window. Intruder would need extensive knowledge of house layout. Why write a 3-page ransom note in the house? Why not actually kidnap her for ransom? How did they leave no trace?
Theory 2. Patsy accidentally or intentionally killed JonBenét and staged it as a kidnapping. Ransom note written on her notepad with her pen. Handwriting similarities disputed. Some fibers from her clothing found on duct tape. She made the 911 call. Pageant pressure motive suggested. Remained in same clothes from night before when police arrived. No definitive evidence. Passed multiple polygraphs, though not conclusive. Cooperated with some investigations. The ransom note. Would she really write it in her own house for hours? The brutality. Could a mother do this? DNA evidence doesn't match her. Patsy Ramsey died of ovarian cancer in 2006. She maintained innocence until her death. She was never charged. Theory 3. John killed JonBenét and/or was involved in a cover-up. He found the body. He had access to everything needed. The ransom amount matched his bonus. Some questioned his behavior. No evidence linking him. Passed polygraphs. Cooperated with some investigations. DNA doesn't match. No motive established. He's consistently maintained innocence. Theory 4. Burke, age 9, accidentally or intentionally killed his sister. Parents staged a cover-up. Siblings in the house. Pineapple bowl, maybe both children were up. Prior sibling conflicts reported. Parents might cover for child. Some behavioral analysis of 9-year-old Burke. He was 9 years old. No evidence he did it. Would parents stage elaborate cover-up? DNA doesn't match. He's consistently denied involvement. In 2016, he sued CBS for $750 million for documentary suggesting his involvement. Burke Ramsey has never been charged. He was cleared by DNA evidence in 2008. Theory 5. A friend, employee, or acquaintance killed JonBenét. Housekeeper had key. Friends knew house layout. Christmas party guests were there recently. Someone could have hidden in house.
could explain knowledge of John's bonus. No specific suspect identified. No evidence linking anyone. All known associates investigated. No theory perfectly fits all evidence. Each has supporting points and serious flaws. The JonBenét Ramsey case became a media phenomenon. Cable news was exploding in the 1990s. 24-hour news cycles needed content. This case had everything. Wealthy family, beautiful child, beauty pageants, boulder, mystery. Images of JonBenét in pageant costumes, makeup, performing, these became emblematic of the case. Debates erupted about child beauty pageants, sexualization of children, parenting choices. This overshadowed the actual investigation. The victim became a symbol for cultural debates rather than a child who deserved justice. The Ramsey family was tried in the court of public opinion. Tabloids ran wild. Theories became accusations. Private grief became public spectacle. The Boulder Police Department faced intense criticism. Crime scene contamination, rivalry between police and DA's office, evidence handling issues, tunnel vision, focusing only on the family. A grand jury was convened. They reviewed evidence for 13 months. October 1999, the grand jury voted to indict John and Patsy Ramsey for child abuse resulting in death. But District Attorney Alex Hunter refused to sign the indictment. He said there wasn't enough evidence to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt at trial. The indictment remained secret until 2013. New DNA testing, Touch DNA, found male DNA on JonBenét's long johns. It matched the DNA from her underwear. DA Mary Lacey officially cleared the Ramsey family, apologizing for years of suspicion. But many investigators disagreed with this exoneration. The debate continues. As of 2024, the JonBenét Ramsey murder remains officially unsolved. No one has been charged. The Boulder Police Department still lists it as an open homicide investigation.
2016. Burke Ramsey gives first television interview. Dr. Phil denies involvement. Sues CBS for documentary. 2018. Colorado Cold Case Review recommends new DNA testing. 2021 to 2024. Advanced DNA technology. Genealogical DNA databases like those used to catch Golden State Killer. New hope for solving old cases. The unknown male DNA is either evidence of an intruder, supports innocence of family, or contamination from manufacturing or investigation, supports other theories. Modern genetic genealogy could potentially identify the DNA source, if it's from the killer, if it's not contamination, if there's enough viable sample. Facts. JonBenét Ramsey, age 6, was murdered in her home December 26, 1996. She died from asphyxiation and skull fracture. A ransom note was written on family notepad. Unknown male DNA was found on her clothing. No one has been definitively proven guilty. The case remains open. Who killed her? Motive. Exact sequence of events. Whether ransom note was authentic or staged. Whether DNA is from the killer or contamination. A 6-year-old girl was murdered. Her childhood, her future, her life stolen. That's the core tragedy, often lost in speculation and theories. Her family, whether innocent victims or somehow involved, has lived under suspicion for 28 years. Justice hasn't been served. For JonBenét, for her family if they're innocent, for the truth. Technology advances. DNA databases expand. Cold cases are being solved decades later. Maybe someday, genetic genealogy will identify the unknown DNA. Maybe a deathbed confession. Maybe new evidence. Or maybe the answer is simpler than we think, hidden in evidence we already have but can't definitively prove. JonBenét Ramsey would be 34 years old today. We'll never know who she would have become, what she would have accomplished,
who she would have loved. All we have are the pageant videos, the photographs, the frozen image of a 6-year-old in a tiara, and an unsolved murder that has haunted America for nearly 3 decades. December 26, 1996, Boulder, Colorado. JonBenét Patricia Ramsey, age 6. Still waiting for justice. Still waiting for answers.